in it, tie forward and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it, I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop, that's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time for. I ain't got the booze, stuck with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. San Francisco 49ers versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, the onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Purdy going to the air right away. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Niners first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Purdy looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play action, now Purdy rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Ayuk going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a...
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 42. And Chase will go in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. goes. The 49ers get there. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Donald just continues to astound with plays like that. Last year, his 9th season in the NFL, and the first time since his rookie year, he wasn't voted an All-Pro. Yet even in just 11 games, had 5 sacks and made the Pro Bowl. Simply incredible.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
57. Mike, 57.
Purdy now to throw. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 8 yards out. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. They're back down to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. Jones on the return. Fights off the defender. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. They've got his man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. On the return is Charlie Jones. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll send Boyd in motion left. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 10 more there and another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. short throw to Smith. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Third down, here's McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And those two have hit halftime with the score 24-7. Marquise Goodwin, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. From there, we head eastward to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Anthony Richardson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. The Niners got a solid first-half outing by their second-year quarterback, Brock Purdy. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57 the line. 57 the line.
Purdy from the gun. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Now 2nd and 5. Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shuttling it off, ends up going for negative play.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Purdy off the play fake. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And running with power here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your lineup.
Lisa Lil Spice, organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Sack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack a